And then my first experience, you guys, imagine someone teaching me how to pose, how to have like a model look, and he's not suggesting I go on YouTube to watch it, but he's suggesting he kisses me and then he will now, I will now have the face. It was crazy, you guys. He will touch my breast.
Hello. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Dee Digest podcast. I'm your host, Divine Ume, and with me today, I have the amazing Sylvia Ibe. Sylvia Ibe is a YouTuber, brand influencer. She does a little bit of real estate. She's an entrepreneur as well. She has her own clothing business. She's a makeup artist, a relationship expert, and an ex-beauty queen. So, yeah.
I deserve some accolades.
Okay, so tell us a little about yourself.
Okay, I think you said it all, but then I'm not trying to be proud. Let me just say it again. So I'm Sylvia. I am a student of the University of Lagos, studying real estate. That's why I'm already practicing. That's why I sell properties. I am a brand influencer, a YouTuber, and an entrepreneur. Basically, to wrap it up.
Yeah, but you missed out the relationship expert part.
What is that?
So you don't consider yourself a relationship expert?
No. I'm just paddling my canoe.
So tell us a little about the canoe you've been paddling.
It's been good. My relationship is a very healthy one. We all have mutual understanding of each other. And yeah, we have fights, quarrel, which is healthy for a relationship. It helps to know each other better. And it's been all growth. Anyways.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Guys, you know why I call her a relationship expert? Is because she's been in a public relationship since I've known her. Like, we've been friends from... Okay, let me even backtrack to how we met.
Yeah.
So, I and Sylvia, we met at MBGN. MBGN is Most Beautiful Girl in Nigeria. And that happened in 2017.
Yeah.
This is currently 2021. Mm-hmm. So, that's well over 5 years. 5 years. That's well over 5 years of friendship. What I really admire about Sylvia and her relationship is how, open and public she is about it, Yeah. She's very proud of her partners. It's not something she's hiding. And it's like, I really admire that a lot because it could never be me. I'm a very, very secretive, private person. So when I see someone like ferociously living their life, being public, being unapologetic, I really, really admire that. So I just want to ask, like, what is it like, having a public, when I say public relationship, I don't really mean like open relationship. I feel like people are going to misunderstand that. I just mean like when you're open about your partner, you post your videos, you guys do everything together. What has that been like? And then how is it perceived by social media? Because I know here in Nigeria, it's not something that is really celebrated a lot.
When people will be showing their iPhone and
I mean in terms of PDA in relationships, like we don't do PDA here in Nigeria. But so you being in Nigeria and growing up in a Nigerian home, Nigerian family, and then having
the truth is
do all of that. Are you not scared your mother will see it or something?
She sees it. She sees it. The truth is, at least it makes her know that her daughter is okay to be with one partner. But then doesn't mean though people can still be open about it. And do stuff at the corner. But yeah, it feels good. But it's just that a lot of people just want to be in your relationship. Oh, the day I don't post him, what happened? Are you guys still together? What's the problem? Everyone just wants to know the next update. The good thing about it is that people actually reach out to, like, when you're looking for couples, they're like, okay, this couple.
Okay, in terms of influencing.
Yeah, influencing. So
okay.
This couple, it makes it easier. Instead of looking for a boy and a girl, you just have two people that mutually would have a connection, and then it just makes the work easier.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of influencing, what has, I've seen you grow your page from like when you had 3,000 followers up until now that you have, I think, 40,000 plus followers. Yeah. So what has that journey been like, growing your brand, growing your fan base, working with brands, all of that? Just let us know.
It's been a roller coaster.
Give us the tea. You want all the tea?
Because like when I initially started, well, it was COVID that even made me like really public on social media, because you're not doing anything, you just create content and you post it out online. So I've been cheated. You know, when you're coming into a business where you like have no idea that, oh, this is your what though. But then you're like, I'll give you free products. Just wear it for me. You feel like that you're doing them a favor. But instead, they're doing you a favor. Like we are both exchanging something and getting something done.
Yeah.
So I've been cheated a lot. But now, no. You can't do that to me. But yeah. Aside from the part where I've been cheated, it's actually been a good experience because you have, like, when I wanted to go for my pageant, I didn't have to waste money. Like, I didn't have to fund it because I would just go to my Instagram and say, oh, who would like to collaborate? And people are like, oh, I'm in. I had 2 dinner dresses that I haven't even worn till now because I left the pageant. But then they were able to give it to me and they're not even bothering me like, oh, you have to return it, pay for it. So it's a platform that helps. Someone like me that is a student, like money that I should have used to spend on that, I would probably use it to do something else. So that's like a plus. That's a good thing about it. But
so what was it like growing that platform? Like what were the steps you took in case people are listening right now and they want to know?
You just have to be consistent. Like I said, COVID made it like possible. When you keep posting every day, there's no how. Even as boring as people will say, oh, look at this person. Like I have a friend that told me that her friend said, oh, this couple's on TikTok. I'm like, I'm not even blown on TikTok, but people are already recognizing that, which is good. Yeah. So the fact that you're always in their faces, even if they don't like you, they'll get to like you someday. So that's it. You just have to keep posting, stay consistent. That's it.
So were you posting more of video content or picture content, or you were just doing your thing?
I was basically doing my thing, but during COVID, it was basically videos because where will you go to take pictures?
Yeah, because I remember your TikTok videos very hilarious. Like she can't dance for anything, but she will still be dancing. The thing about TikTok is that you're gonna look stupid doing it. True. I'm speaking that from personal experience because when I started posting reels on my page, I was like, oh, my colleagues are going to see this, my employees, that one's going to see, like, they'll think I'm very unserious. What are they going to think? So I was so in my head, I knew I've filmed like maybe 5 or 6 reels. Oh yeah, post it now. I was like, what people say.
And funny enough, Instagram is blowing up reels for people. Yeah. Like, it's like, if you want to blow up, just post on reels. Like, ignore every other thing. Yeah. Post on reels. Because even the person you're feeling like, oh, my friends will see, my family members will see, more than your family members will see.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, if you really want to be an influencer in the long run, like, by the time you realize that at the end of the day, people are still, when you get blown, like when you have 1 million subscribers, those people you're hiding from, your village, wherever, they're going to find you. Like, they're going to see you.
They're going to find you.
Exactly. Actually. So you trying to hide yourself or say, I don't want people to think I'm goofy. I don't want people to think I'm stupid. You're just going to remain where you are.
Except it's not your field. It's not something you want to do.
Yeah.
Then that's fine. You can put your page on private.
But yeah, you heard it from her. I mean, if there's anybody who's been brave on social media, just come out as their authentic self, is she. I mean, I have watched her page. I have seen her growth. So it's not as if maybe she went to go and buy followers or, did any of that. I saw her growth. I saw her consistency. I saw her bravery. And yeah, that is about that. But yeah, while you were talking, you mentioned a pageant that you recently went for. Yeah. Do you want to throw some light on the Nigerian pageant industry?
They should go and rest. They should go to bed. Like, the only pageant in Nigeria that is good, it's not like they paid me for an ad, but then MBGN is still it. Yeah. At least, even if they are not so honest, they're honest to a certain level. Yeah. The Nigerian Queen, they are also good. But you see all those ones that they're in their house and that they put flyers and they're doing pageant, promising cars. That's scam. Do you know that the contract they gave me, they said the car will be given to you after 2 months. Prior to the time I went for the pageant, I asked, oh, okay, so this is the pageant you're doing. How do I get this? Like, if you win, how do I get my prize? Oh, you get it immediately. We're very real. We're very legit. And then you get there and the contract is in after 2 months of probation. So the probability of even getting it is so slim. Imagine they give you like a tax. Okay, if you're not able to get this sponsor before this period of time, that means you've not worked. So that's an excuse for them to say, oh, okay. You're still on probation now. You do not finish your tax. You cannot give you the car. So it's really crazy. Like, so many, if you see the requirements, it was crazy. So I just knew that, okay, this guy was playing a very fishy game. He can't be promising this person, oh, you have all the criteria to win. Promising another person, oh, you are the winner. Promising the next person, oh, you are the owner of the crown. And then you're now telling people to, pay money to win the crown. Like, my roommate legit came to the room to tell me, he said I should drop 500K and get the crown. I'm like, what am I doing here again? in as much as I feel like I'm a winner, or like I have the requirements to possibly win, but that means you've lied to so many people. You've duped I think the guy, they arrested himself. Honestly, there's a girl that sponsored everything. She bought the car, she paid for drinks and whatnot. That's the news I heard. And then the girl arrested him. So I wish him all the best in his life and his future endeavor. If he gets to listen to this podcast, the Lord is your strength. But Nigeria pageant, if you just want to go there to have the experience of, I've been on the pageant platform before, then you can go, and just know you're wasting your money. But if it's that you want to go for a competition where it's really tight and you know that, if I win, I'm going to win, make sure to look out for the top 3. I'm sure everyone, if you go to Google has made things easy. If you go there, search for top 3, even agencies, modeling agencies. When people ask me, how can I become a model? I'm like, why do you have Google? That's how I got to become a model myself. So reach out, check, search, make research.
Yeah, I think that what she just said now is really quite insightful. Like we said at the beginning of this podcast, we both featured in 2017 MBGN. I mean, and we can both testify to, how, even aside from, the entire winning or becoming a queen, even the experience alone of just getting to meet people, getting to make authentic friendships, the activities that we did in the camp is a memory that will last with you for a lifetime. Yeah. You make friends for a lifetime. So these are pageants that, we have gone to so we can endorse because we've been there. And then, so if you believe our word in terms of that, if we come out and tell you that these other pageants or these other ones are not what it is based on experience, I pretty much think you should actually pay her, you should pay her for that information, okay? And literally actually take that to heart, because there's a lot of scam agencies now. I know the country is hard. Yeah. I know a lot of things are going bad.
I heard the guy used money to furnish his apartment. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Like, the day to the event, he started doing another online voting. It's like, my cash out people are going. Oh my God. Let me get the one I can get. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh my God, that's mad. That's actually quite crazy. And there's a lot of young girls nowadays. Yeah. Like, they are so desperate about these things, and because of that desperation, those guys will feed on it and actually, tell you 500K to win. I mean, if you have 500K to pay for a crown,
why not get the car?
Might as well use that money to buy yourself the car. Exactly. Get what I mean? So it's like, see, with all this experience and all the stories that we're telling, it's just so that when you find yourself in that situation, number one, do not be desperate for anything. Yeah. If anything seems fishy or does not align with your goals and purpose, go away. I remember when she left the previous pageant that she went for, and I was like, I had to hit her. I was like, why did you leave? And she was like, things were not just, aligning. I had to just go. I'm like, yeah, everybody should be in a position in your life whereby if you're in a situation that you don't like, opt out.
Yeah.
This particular thing you just talked about just took my mind back to modeling here in Nigeria.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't watched a video I have on YouTube about the modeling industry in Nigeria, guys, we've been through it. When we talk about being models in Nigeria, in fact, tell us about your experience. At what age did you start modeling?
I started modeling immediately after secondary school. I think I was 16 or 17.
I started modeling at 13.
16 or 17. And then my first experience, you guys, imagine someone teaching me how to pose, how to have like a model look, and he's not suggesting I go on YouTube to watch it, but he's suggesting he kisses me and then he will now, I will now have the face. It was crazy, you guys. He will touch my breast.
I'm not supposed to be laughing. I'm not supposed to be laughing. I know I'm not supposed to be laughing, but your face is so funny. Like what? And he should kiss you to make you a model.
I'm telling you so that my face will be sexual. Like, I just couldn't. A 16-year-old girl. What was that?
Oh my God.
Oh, is it the time I wanted to start my YouTube video? And then there's this guy that said he has all this equipment and like he's going to help me. I'm going to have the best videos. He spoke to my mom, as a matter of fact, to say I'm safe. And then the guy is telling me, do you know I can lock you here and rape you? You guys, I've been through a lot too. That's why if it's that I'm telling you that, I can't do this, because I've seen my level. It's not proud. It's not pride. It's just growth.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That guy is so funny.
Why am I laughing? Oh my God.
Or is it when you go for castings and because you're not fair enough, Because I'm not bleaching. You will not get the job. They tell you they want fair people.
Oh, but
oh God.
I will need to backtrack. So a human being actually just sat down, saw a girl fresh out of secondary school, and thought that it made sense to tell her that if he kisses her, he will give her the model
Not if
face.
he was kissing me with force. So.
That's sexual assault.
It was.
That's actually rape.
Now, at this age, you do that kind of thing, you would sleep in prison. But then I was young, naive. I wanted to follow my dreams by all means. Yeah. That's the desperation these girls go through, and that's what they feed on.
Because nobody's...
As much as I was desperate, I knew when to draw the line. I knew, this was getting out of hand. Because you cannot come and be touching my bum and telling me I will have the face. It has nothing to do with my face. So at some point I threatened him. I was like, I'm going to tell my mom at this point.
Yeah.
And then that's when he now moved me to another agency. Sharp. Oh God,
this is so crazy. I actually had quite a similar experience with that. So what happened in my own situation was, it was a day of a shoot or something, and he sent me a list of clothes to bring: one dinner gown, one casual clothes, and one casual clothes, and the casual clothes was like jeans and top.
Yeah.
There was a gown, and then there was something else, a third outfit. I can't quite remember. Yeah. So then we come for the day of the shoot, and he was like, no, and my mom dropped me off for the shoot. So my mom was obviously waiting for me because she was going to drive me home. Yeah. So he was like, no, we have to go to a separate room. That we cannot do the shoots where my mom is, so I can be free and express myself and all that. So I was like, oh, you know what, cool, come. So then I went into this thing. So that's how I changed into the first outfit, which was a casual jeans and top and whatever. So, if you had something you wanted to teach me or tell me, wouldn't you tell me at that time when I'm wearing a casual clothes?
Exactly.
So it was like, okay, do you have any hairs? Like, do I have hair in my armpits or this one? That should be, I know that if I want to be a professional model, that I have to make sure that I shave all my body and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
That let him see it.
Let him.
So in my mind, I'm like, hello, excuse me.
See what exactly your armpit and your vagina hair.
I'm like,
so she stripped.
So I'm like, okay, if you wanted to see it now, okay, I was like, oh, if you're gonna wear a bikini, you have to make sure you shave.
But you're not wearing a bikini.
I'm not wearing
now.
a bikini. And when I was wearing the jeans and top, you'd have told me I'll carry off my top, then you see my tummy or whatever. I was like, no, he waited for me when I wore the dinner gown. So he now said I should take it up, that let him see the hairs or whatever. So me, I was uncomfortable, but at that time, like, nobody else was in the room or anything. So I was just like, oh, okay, it's just, maybe that's what they do. This is what they do in modeling industry now. Like, you have to take off your clothes for them to look at your body and sample you and whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. And I carried up my body. So he was now looking long and hard or whatever. But the look I gave him was like, if you try anything, my mom is outside, I will change it, I will go and report to you. Like, I will go and report to you. So I think he was just maybe at that nanosecond, was just thinking, should I make a move? Should I not make a move? I said, okay. Drop it down. But I knew I just felt like naked, seen, exposed. I just felt like, if this is what this...
As much as in modeling, we have times where we're backstage, where nobody even cares. That's the idea of modeling.
Yeah, during fashion week.
You're just rushing to put on an outfit, to change it into an outfit. You're not even stuck naked. Like in those periods, because you're putting on a pants, probably a tube if you have.
Yeah.
But the way that man made me feel was like, everywhere you go naked. It was crazy. I hated him. I was at the point of leaving modeling.
Yeah.
But then I was like, that was even when he was telling me about Fumi, our friend. Telling me about Fumi because she was winner of elites. That she's tall like me. That where have I been since? I was supposed to have joined when I was 14. When I was 14, so I'm 16 and you're kissing me. When I was 14, you would have used me finished. I don't know, man.
So that was how, that was a crazy experience, and I'm just so thankful that I came out of that situation unharmed, untouched, because for some people it could have gone different. I mean, imagine it wasn't your mom that dropped you off, and the man is like, oh, I'm the one that have to take you home, so I pretty much have the right to do whatever. And before you know it, from looking at your hairs on your body to taking off the hairs with stitch, anything. It can really go south, So it's like, I feel like this, and that's why this kind of platforms are good, to kind of just hear our stories, hear our experiences. So when you know that Divine Ome went through this, or Sylvia went through this, you know that you don't have to go through this.
Yeah.
It's never that serious. It's never that deep. Yes, there'll be times, like she said, there'll be times where you have to be naked during fashion week, but nobody's touching your body.
Yes.
Even the designer is not touching your body without your consent. Like, the designer is only fitting you clothes. If the designer
some of them even suggest you go change and
come back. Yeah. So as much as you take our advice and listen, still do your own research. I think that's also, very important. So I know you're also a makeup artist. You just started not too long ago. So tell us about that experience, what that's like for you.
I've always had a keen interest in makeup. But then, like, professionally, I started last year.
Due to COVID?
Yeah, due to COVID.
It's like COVID really changed your life.
Yeah, COVID made me realize that I am capable of doing anything I put my mind to.
Wow.
So yeah, I've worked on clients. Like, I worked on a campaign shoot and I worked on about 5 to 6 models. I've worked on normal bridal makeup and stuff like that. So it's been good.
Has it been a lucrative?
Yeah, it's lucrative.
Yeah.
But I would rather consider doing other part of my jobs first before. It's just like a side hustle.
Okay.
So it's something I intend to like do in the future. So I have a plan of having a franchise in different countries where I make my own makeup products and sell, and then have makeup artists sit to like try on the makeup products that you're buying for free. It's just like a big project that I plan to do later on in the future.
Do you want to speak a little more about that project?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I already explained it. So I'm going to have a franchise in different countries, and I'm going to have my own makeup products tested and trusted, and then I'll be having sales and then have makeup artists, because as much as I love to sell the product, I also love the idea of having to see what my product looks on people. So that's why we're going to encourage the fact that, once you buy my product, you get a free makeup, something to pull the crowd to make people want to buy it. And then we are going to be big, basically.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Love a girl with a vision. So I wanted to ask, did you professionally learn makeup artistry, or was it something you learned on YouTube?
I learned on YouTube. That's why whenever I say information is key, it's accessible. It's not like the days of our parents where they have to like go through a lot just to get one information. It's at your fingertip. Like, find it and use it.
Yeah. Strongly agree. Okay, so one more thing. You said you're a student at Unilag studying real estate. What has that journey been like for you? Was real estate something you always wanted to study, or was it just given to you as with everybody else?
Well, initially I wanted to do a science course because I studied science in secondary school, but then I didn't have one science course, and it's required for you to do a science.
I suspected.
A science course, so the only option I had was real estate. It was a bit close to I always had a thing for architecture, drawings, and all. And in real estate, we're talking about drawing buildings. I still do architecture courses till date, so like it just works with me. And then there's money in it. Like, who doesn't want to buy a house? Every day they keep buying houses. Every day they keep making houses. Every day. It never depreciates. It always appreciates. So that's a good way to make money.
Okay, so that means because of your situation, you chose the course.
Yes, I chose it.
If you could go back in time, will you still choose real estate again?
Yes, I will.
Or is there something else you rather learn in school?
Yeah, aside from media, although we don't do it here in Nigeria.
We do media relations, just not as in-depth as it should be, but
right.
We do theater arts, we do...
No, not theater art. When I say
we do mass communication.
No, when I say media, I mean the social part of media, like photography, videography, learning it as a course. We don't do it here. We don't even have the equipment for it. So like more of a practical course. Yeah. Not the one we have to read.
I actually think like the system of Nigerian education has never been practical from the get-go, even from like high school. Like it's never practical.
So even if they do media here, I can't even study here.
Yeah, because we don't even have equipment. Like have you gone to a studio here in Nigeria? Have you seen the outdated things that they're actually using?
They keep managing and managing.
Now, this is not in any way to sabotage, our growth as a nation. It's just like these are the things that we see. Better. Yeah, we're just saying it because, we can actually do better. We have a long way to go in terms of like media relations and stuff like that. Yeah. So what has that been like? I know you're a student right now. What has that been like juggling being a student, being an entrepreneur, doing real estate, doing makeup artistry?
It's like I should drop out from school because school doesn't even give me money and it stresses me so much. Like it's crazy. But then I fought to be in school. It wasn't easy for me. Like, my siblings, it's so easy for them. They didn't have to write jam 10 times to get into school.
How many times did you write
I
jam?
think I wrote like 3 or 4 times. I even did diploma, which I paid about 400 and something thousand that went to waste.
Yeah.
So, like, this is something.
Yeah, because I know at the time we were friends. We were in
Yeah.
Yaba Tech or something.
Right.
And then you had
I
to
went
switch.
to Yaba
Yeah.
Tech, and then I had to move to Unilag. Like, I got admission because, I never give up. I never give up, my guys. Never give up. So I wanted it. I studied for it. I paid with my money for it. So it's something I want. So how can I now get it? And then I will now say, okay, since it's not paying me money, I should just leave it and focus. No, let me just finish it. Just a journey, And it has a lot of opportunities. Being in school has a lot of opportunities. See me hosting. I started from hosting my normal departmental events to now hosting the whole faculty. So this gives me a name. There's no how I would in future. I'll probably be in a position where I can do this, and then my classmates or the whole department faculty will not want to reach out to Sylvia. Being that I did a good job as doing the departmental events, for them to still recommend me, that means I'm doing something good. So everything is actually not education. There's a lot to take from schooling.
Yeah, that actually took my mind back to like my uni days. I know that there were times I was just praying to rush out and come out, but then many years after I had left, now I'm like, wow, I did so much while I was in school. I already shared my experience in my first episode where I was talking about how I wanted to study law. I didn't get law. I got linguistics. And then throughout my whole years, I was trying to transfer and I was just confused for the most part. And I just wish I had time to just settle down, make more friends, do more things. But, in everything we give thanks to God, but I still was able to make the best out of my situation. Thankfully, I realized at like 200 level that I wasn't switching courses anymore. So I started to like make my mark. I started to get involved in things, started to get involved in like projects, started to make like genuine friendships. There's so many things. I feel like sometimes when I look back, I had more fun in secondary school. I had more fun in uni than I even had like outside uni, like post NYSC, all of that. It's like once you get to this part, it's like work, how to get that money, how to spend that money.
So
like,
enjoy your youthful days.
I'm telling you, because once you come out,
adulthood is real life.
Scam.
It's real life.
There's a lot of bills to be paid. There's so many things that will just suck joy out of you. But during your uni days, like everybody's helping you out,
you can ask for stuff
because you're undergrad, so everybody's helping you out. Anything you need, nobody's gonna judge you and be like, oh, at this age you don't have it because you're a student, literally. So you have a lot of opportunities to do a lot of things. I think I traveled the most when I was in uni. Like I was traveling every other day with like my group of friends and all. But now I can't even travel. By the time I consider work and how I'm gonna leave work behind and all of that, the stress is like a lot, But again, in this situation where I am right now in my life, there are still lessons I can learn. There are still things I can still do. But I'm just saying, like, in every situation you're in, she just said now that
grateful. Enjoy it.
Exactly. Like being in school for her, sometimes you feel like you want to drop out, but she still has to keep pushing forward, remembering why she started and where she hopes to go to. So I think it's very insightful that we kind of look into that, draw some inspiration from my experience and just keep going, whatever it is that you're chasing, even when it's looking like you should give up, because you knew how it was when you started. Try and see to the end, my boy. So I think we're going to move over to the next segment. You guys know how we do it. So a couple of you guys sent us questions, your dilemmas, your struggles to our email, and we're just going to take a few of them and answer them. So this one says, hi, I'm Anita. I am 23 years old. Amazing work on the podcast. I listened to your first ever episode. Oh, thanks. Okay. So my dilemma is I'm currently struggling with acne. Very bad acne. Sometimes I don't feel confident to go out, and I have not been in a relationship for the past 2 years, and I think it's because of my acne. Please advise. This is a bit weird.
I think there's I saw a video of someone who had really bad acne. I don't think she gave up because right now her face is actually flawless. I feel like there are remedies to this thing. It's like gone are the days where you will say, oh, there's no cure. Hers was like extremely bad. I don't know. I don't have the video. You can't even see the video. But it was like popping on Instagram. If you go on Instagram, I'm sure you'll see it. Like it was like yesterday I actually watched. Hers was really bad. But she owned it. And the moment she made sure that no, that can't weigh her down, solutions began to come in. So you cannot say you have a problem and sit on the problem. Move.
No, and you know, she also mentioned that it's probably the reason why she has not been in a relationship for 2 years.
Why do you think
I don't even
that?
think that. I don't think
exactly. Why would you think that?
But then it's not to invalidate your feelings or anything, because sometimes I think she's the one wearing the shoes, so she probably knows where it's pinching her. Because maybe her previous relationship, the guy actually maybe brought it up and said,
then he's actually not for you. I cannot be in a relationship where my flaws is a problem to you, because I know you're not even perfect. So why use my flaws for you to even want to be in a relationship? Definitely you saw something, so all of a sudden it's now my physical appearance where we can work on it. Why can't you research for things that can cure it for me if you love me? Why do I have to? No, it's actually disgusting.
Here's what I think, Anita. I feel like everybody is beautiful in their own way, and there's something good in every situation and something for you to learn from in every situation. So yes, your skin is bad, but you know, you have good health, you know, you're alive, you're happy, your family is happy, you have people that care about you. Like, there's so many other things to focus on. I don't think personally, but I might be wrong, I don't think that is the reason why you are not in a relationship. I don't think so, because I don't think everybody's going into a relationship because of your physical appearance. And if you are, you're probably getting it all wrong, you know? So for your skin problems, I think you should just kind of research, find out things that you can do. And I think there's a lot of chemical peels people do these days to kind of peel off your whole skin.
Works.
And then it works.
If it's money, you save towards it.
Yes, exactly.
It's not something you rush into.
Yeah.
Try and make research.
Baby steps.
Know how to save towards it.
There are even natural remedies that you can try, even though I don't really believe in natural remedies like that, because sometimes they actually just
I don't actually believe too, because the girl I watched that video, she said she used urine. So she went that far. But look at, she had results. If you don't try these things out, you will not get results. And it's the result that helps you know that you can't make this mistake again.
Like, so, whatever it is that even damage your skin. So I feel like save towards it, right? In terms of product, look for products that you can invest in. Then, you know, if you have to visit a dermatologist, book a consultation.
Yes, I think that's better.
Ask your family and friends to kind of donate to your ministry, you know, ask them, persuade them, work for them, do whatever you need to do, get money from them to, you know, fix that problem. But don't feel down and say, oh, because I'm so age and I have acne. I have friends that are 28, 29, 30, and they're dealing with very bad acne, and they're still living their life. And you know how I feel like even the first thing is confidence, right? No matter how you look or how you are, the moment you are confident.
I remember when I used to have spots on my legs, like really bad spots, really dark spots, as tall as I am. Imagine the long legs with full of spots. That was how bad it was. But to be honest, I never for one day started saying, oh, this person's leg is straighter than mine. Because I didn't even see it. I didn't see it, and it felt like it was nothing there. Like there was nothing there. Until now. There is actually something there. It's gone, but it wasn't as bad as it was then. But
and you see people that compliment you and say, wow, nice legs, lovely legs. Not even knowing, like, you know.
But imagine if I had died then, maybe gone into a state of depression. I killed myself. I think I was 16
and
or 17.
say, oh, you're not in a relationship because you have spots on your legs.
And that means now what will happen? You'll just be saying, I remember Sylvia, rest in peace. God forbid.
God forbid. God forbid. I feel like just like own it. Just know that this is a stage in your life that wouldn't last forever.
Exactly.
And know that it's not a death sentence. There's a solution to it. I know you might say, oh, we have clear skin, so what do we have to tell you? Like, we don't know what you're going through.
And to be honest, even what we are saying is not like it's everything you're going to take from it. It's whatever you want
works
to take
for
from
you.
It, you take from
and
it.
That's what I always say for like every advice I give. Like, don't say, oh, I said this, carry it, hook, line and sinker. I may not necessarily hit the nail on the head, but it's up to you. You in your mind, you know what you're supposed to do. So kind of just listen to your inner voice. But the only thing I want to tell you is that don't let the situation weigh you down or make you feel like that's why you're not in a relationship. I think that's where I really had a problem. You thinking that it's because of your skin that you're not in a relationship. Nah. You know, it's probably not the reason.
What would you say about old people that like age and wrinkle? Will you say, oh,
and their partner is still sticking around, still saying, oh,
it's the heart. It has nothing to do with your
If anybody told you in the past that, they are not dating you because you are ugly and you're this thing, babe, good riddance to bad rubbish.
5 years from now, you won't be like this.
You won't be like this.
Just try and find money. That's it.
Yeah, focus on you, girl. Focus on you.
Try and find money and take care of your skin. That's it.
That's it.
There's a solution to every problem.
So this question says, this one is actually quite juicy. Hi, Divine. My name is Fedricia. I have been in a relationship for 3 years. I know this is not really a relationship podcast, but I just wanted to ask, there are certain things that my boyfriend does and I feel like he doesn't love me. He has never introduced me to his friends. And sometimes when I read his chats, I don't see him acknowledging me. Do you think he loves me? We have been dating for a while. I just need an honest opinion.
Has he ever called you his girlfriend? Like, set your conscience. Because you might be dating him, he might not be dating you. Sometimes it's good to know what you're doing. Like, most times, you girls need to speak up. Cannot be somewhere and be quiet. If you're not comfortable, speak up. Ask him, question him. And then if you can't answer, then you should know your place by that time. That, okay, I think we're all just wasting our time. So ask questions. I don't even know what to tell you. You have to ask and then tell me what he says for me to be able to give you an advice. Because if you don't ask, I cannot decide. You don't know what's on the guy's mind. You don't know why he's keeping it private. If he doesn't give you answers, then there's a problem. If he gives you answers and you don't sit well with it, then there's also a problem. The more reason why you can now come and say, oh, this is the answer he's giving me. This doesn't sound like a sincere answer. Then I'll tell you, yes, baby girl, it doesn't. For divine said, all my life, I've been in a relationship. So I know when it's a lie.
Okay, what will I even say? So you said he doesn't acknowledge you to his friends and you feel like you're dating yourself. You're probably dating yourself.
I didn't see that coming.
I think you're probably dating yourself. And like she said, have that conversation. I personally feel like you're dating yourself. But I could be wrong.
Why are you stressing yourself?
Like, why you you have to go through
find out.
Like, when you feel like you have to go through his chats to find out how he's acknowledging
that means you
like,
already know something's going on.
And, as ladies or as women, our instincts are very, very bright, are very, very sharp. Like, when you're feeling something, if you feel like your partner is cheating, it's probably cheating. Like, what's all these games we are playing? Like, we are always right. I know the men will have a fit over this, but we are always right. So, when you have to start going through his phone to find out your status, I feel like
you're already doubting. That
means you're all alone, my sister. So
ask questions. I will keep saying it. Girls, ask questions. It can't hurt a fly. It can't hurt you, rather.
Yeah.
Ask questions, and then if he's not giving you a valid answer, then you know that, okay, it's your decision to make. Do you want to remain with someone that doesn't know what he wants?
Yeah.
Or do you want to walk away and find a very sincere relationship where you guys can both communicate? Because communication is everything. I cannot want to tell you about, maybe some future plans we have together, and I'll say, maybe I should go and check his phone to find out. No, you will have to communicate. So the same way you have to communicate about your feelings.
Yeah, I think she has said it all. Like, I don't have anything to cap that. I think we have come to the end of this interview section with Sylvia. You guys know how we end. We make sure that we say what we're currently loving, what we're currently hating, what we're recommending, and a word of advice.
I'm currently loving the fact that I'm right here. This is my first podcast. That is so interesting. Like, I like to talk, and this is like a platform that allows me to actually talk. So it's really cute.
Okay, that's nice. So what am I currently loving? I think I'm currently loving egusi soup. It's very random. My mom actually came yesterday and she made that for us.
I'm going to have some.
And
I'll tell you how it is.
And she made some and we had it this afternoon and it was really nice. So yeah, I think that's what I'm currently loving. What am I currently hating? I'm currently hating people that waste your time. Sylvia.
What?
I'm currently hating people that waste your time because especially right now at this stage where we are in our lives, our time is actually very important to us. Like, time is like a currency.
I was early now.
No, you weren't. We scheduled this interview for 12. She pushed it to 1. Got here like around 4 p.m.
3.
Can you imagine? So I had to clear my entire schedule. So yeah, that's currently what I'm hating. Just, people wasting my time.
Well, I'm currently hating pretenders. Like, show me who you really are.
Who hurt you?
Show me who you really are. Stop pretending to me. I'm trying so much not to do the F word. Just stop pretending to me. That's it.
The next thing is, what are you currently recommending? So I'm recommending that people should respect people's boundaries. Like, even if it doesn't make sense to you, and even if like it's not something you subscribe to, the fact that a person put a boundary there just respect it. Yeah. So I'm recommending you guys to respect people's boundary, whether it's your mom, your dad, your siblings, your friend, your
Yes,
best
so-
friend, and the person says, don't call me at this time because this is this. Just respect it, okay? Or the person says, oh, don't come to my house. Just respect it. Or the person says, whatever. I don't know what boundaries you want to set for yourself, but just respect people's boundaries. That's what I'm recommending today.
I also recommend that, but no, that's not what I'm recommending today. I'm recommending that you should not give up for any reason. Never give up.
So last but not the least, word of advice. So my word of advice based on today's episode would be that whatever you're doing or whatever you want to do, please make sure you do your research. Google is your best friend. Before you go out seeking advice or anything from anybody, just do your own personal research and have like so you can make an informed decision. So yeah, my word of advice is always do your research.
Mine is it's okay to fail. It's very okay to fail because it helps you actualize your mistakes and do better. I don't think God even doesn't make it so easy for us. Like if you check most of the celebrities or most of the people that have made it, most of the people you look up to, they actually failed a lot. You are going to fail. Like it's not just maybe when you're 16 or 17 or when you're 20, you stop failing. You fail at 20, you fail at 21, you fail at 22, you fail at 23. But the most important thing is how you get up and keep going. So failure is inevitable, but how do you take that failure? How do you summon the courage to move past that failure? So always make sure to, stay active, stay hopeful, and trust the process.
Amazing. I think that's such a lovely note to end this podcast. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end and listening up to this point. Please do make sure you subscribe to this podcast. We're available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and every other platform you get podcasts from. Don't forget to send us your thoughts, your questions, your dilemmas, your struggles, whatever you are going through. Send it to our email address. It's going to be in the description box. Or you can send it to our DMs on social media. Speaking of social media, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere.
Everywhere you go.
Everywhere you go. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye-bye.